Hello, my name is Lindsay. I am 17 years old, and in 4 years, I hope to major in biochemistry at Seton University. I should be selected as an MLK scholar because I am determined and I am understanding of others. First, I am able to identify well and understand others. Also, I'm determined, be it sports, academics, or work, I'm determined to achieve my goal and push through no matter what it takes. Also, I have faced many challenges in life at times that have changed the course of my life, or have changed and or derailed my plans. But through it all, I'm still pushing and I'm still going ahead in hopes of one day achieving my goal, becoming a pediatrician. Now, on to civil rights. The challenges that currently face civil rights are not just from one source. Many people are focusing on just the police brutality, and that's what's gaining the most media traction right now. And it's basically what keeps Black Lives Matter flowing and everything. But for one thing, I believe that it doesn't just stem from one source or just from one event or occurrence. I think that it stems from many sources, from present day and from a long time ago. Currently, I believe that blacks have a lot of political freedom. We can currently run for office, we can vote, we can become president, mayors, whatsoever that we desire. But I think that most of the problem actually stems from social injustice and social inequality. And I say this because of the way blacks are viewed. And with the view, like your first appearance, what people think of you can actually affect politics and can actually affect jobs, interviews, whatsoever it may be. So I think that that's one of the most important things that is actually affecting civil rights today. I think that social inequality is one of the main problems because once you look at it, the way someone sees you will affect the way that they treat you. And with the way that society sees black people, that's why the society is currently treating us this way. Because the way they see us is as violent people, rapists, thieves, all these things that are associated with negative connotations. So once people see us this way, it affects the way they treat us. So I think that's one of the main problems that society is actually, well, the civil rights, excuse me, is actually facing right now in our society. Many of these negative connotations are actually coming from black communities and things that people see on TV about us. For example, black and black crime, gangs shooting up neighborhoods, thieves, robberies, murders. All these things are publicized in the media, publicized in the news, and all these things are actually affecting the way that society looks at us, therefore affecting the way that society will treat us. And black violence and all these things that are occurring right now lead to many different problems and many different issues for black people in our society. And I think that this is one of the main problems and one of the main challenges that civil rights is currently facing is trying to change the view that black people are faced with. It's trying to change the way that the world treats us based on their view of us. And in all, I think that it is very important that one realizes that the problems that blacks are facing right now don't just stem from one source. The view that people may have of blacks might be just one of those sources, but one must also look at the sources that lead to the bad view that people have of blacks, which leads to the bad way that people treat blacks. So I think that when one looks at the sources of the view that people have of blacks, one can see that it stems from the past oppression that we faced, the current discrimination, the current police brutality, the current racism that we're facing right now, and also when one looks at the surrounding problems that are outside the black community, one must also look inside the black community and see that one of the main sources of the bad view that people have of blacks comes directly from the black community, and that's black and black violence, thieving, murder, gangs, all these things are occurring within black communities. And the fact that people don't want to work in black communities at times, we don't want to build businesses, all these things come from the way that people view us, come from the way that people see us. So I think that it's very important that one looks at not just the outside of the black communities for problems to say that, oh, this is causing the current challenges for civil rights, but one also looks inside of black communities to see that the problems for civil rights are not just being caused by people around us or just by society, but we're also causing this for ourselves. And even though black and black violence might be a product of society or might be caused by something, an outside source, we can still control that. It's our lives. We can still control that. So I believe that it's not just stemming from the outside. I think that we can control what's on the inside to also help to change the way that people view us in this world. For my project, I chose to start a pen pal program at Seton University. The problem that I hope to address with this program is the student high school dropout rate and the student college attendance rate, and also the fact that only 68% of high school graduates move on to college after their high school education. In this program, students will write a letter to a designated high school partner. The student's high school partner will be chosen based off similar interests and similar career goals. For example, a high school student who wants to be a doctor will be paired up with a student who is currently majoring in biochemistry or majoring in biology, who might also want to be a doctor in the future. This program is meant to excite and improve the view that high school students have of college. Also, it is meant to increase and hopefully better the amount of high school students who attend college directly after high school. This program is meant to target juniors and those in the earlier years of high school in order to build up a growth mindset and help them to develop a better mindset that turns more towards college as they go into the later years of high school. This program can have many positive impacts. First, it can help students to pursue and learn about their career interests from high school through college. It can help juniors and seniors to decide about what colleges they want to attend. It can help students in a local area choose Seton Hall as their main college of choice. And it can also educate and encourage more high school students to attend college in the future. To measure the effectiveness of the program, one can base it off of how many people stay with the program throughout the entire year, and also how many more high school students attended college directly after high school while this program was effective in the local high schools. In the program, there's not much need for space, as the students will be writing their letters in their dormitories or on their leisure time. So if there needs to be a meeting monthly or something occurred to discuss future steps, they could just meet in a large lecture hall or in a large classroom. Lastly, this program is not very costly at all because it just involves paper, ink, and a few postage stamps and envelopes for the people to send their letters in.